Now, I promise you, I never high. I never really high. But the matter get as it be, so it be like the matter needs, some shots. Now, for those of now we don't they follow, waiting we don't they drag much for this page now about whether producer get right to royalties after artists don't pay them. Abi? Now we don't also talk the matter to the point, say the money where you pay, say you get what they call lease. You also get what they call outright buy. Most of the time, money where you pay now small money, maybe 20,000 naira, 30,000 naira, of which 20,000 naira self no go even fit buy fuel these days. Self. Abi? We don't argue the matter, go back and forth. So make we no even detail wetin we don't argue about. So I come personally decide, say, okay, make I flip the table. Say, okay, songwriters now, I dey challenge you now, say, write song. I go buy am for 10K if I like am. And then I put some conditions, say, you go write the song, make it be genre, I don't know what they call am, genre of Afro R&B, because me, I be R&B kind of person. So write am, and then I go buy am for 10K. Then, if I buy am, you go give up the publishing rights to that particular song where you write. I just pay you 10K. Oton, nothing again concern me. Even if the song begin to make 1 million in 20 years or 30 years, begin to make millions of naira or dollars, it no concern you again be the royalties, and no con they drag me. So as I put out the thing, you got some things where I notice, like the feedback, because I got some people reach out, and now those things I actually want mentioned now. But before then, now, Moku go back to this matter again. I also continue, come talk say, no forget say now 2 copyright dey for song. Anything where anybody creating the music intellectual property. Again, I no be lawyer, so always dey verify from your lawyer. 2 copyright na dey for song. The composition copyright, which is the lyrics and the melody, or the melody only, but the lyrics and melody according to the law. So you contribute to a melody, that means you contribute to, maybe me and you dey studio now with a vibe and all of that. If I do something where, so okay, let's say for instance now, maybe I did for studio when Burna Boy then they record Trabaye. So it can't be saying that me do something like, you know? Maybe I do something like that. Somebody else can say, go, you see all those things, all these small elements who they put about. Now be melody. So maybe Burna Boy can say, Bemi travailler, make you know the battle. Somebody can say, make you know the shalaye. You see all these people where they put all these things, small, bring all these lyrics together. All of us contribute to making that song. So all of us get a percentage for the lyrics and melody, the composition. Same thing apply to producer. Producer sit down on his own, crack. All these things where they do so now, ideas where they for in head, where in can let her put to life, in can create them. Those are melodies. You understand? So all these melodies now, one particular copyright, now it be composition copyright. So now you compose this melody originally, yes. That means now you control copyright to that melody and the lyrics. Meaning anytime where anybody won't use them, the person go need permission from you, or in go enter wetin they call wahala of intellectual property theft. So producer will make beats, create some melodies, right? In control composition, in don't create composition already inside. Now the fact say in can record that composition, so in play amount, okay? You can't put them. The thing can later convert to MP3 or WAV file. That is a sound recording copyright. So the record of that composition, recording of the composition. This is the recording of the composition. This is not the composition. So waiting it be now 2 different copyrights inside waiting you dey hear. Sure you understand now? So if the producer they lease something, if it lease the sound recording, because obviously now waiting you need to record your own composition, which now your own property. Okay, so we they go somewhere. So the producer now need to lease or sell outright the rights to his own sound recording, not in composition. You understand now? Because now waiting on the drag now, and now waiting leads to where they go. Producers sell or lease in rights to sound recording. So if in lease, say Alpha, or you use the sound recording record, that is the beats of the sound recording copyright. In don't lease them to you. So like rent, okay? In go give you some limitations. But if you won't get full rights to that in sound recording, probably you go pay them like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 upwards, depending on the producer and how we want do business with you. But anytime when you release that song, the producer still gets some kind amount for the composition, because now in composition now you still they use. Sure, you understand? So that aside now, of which now if you write your own song, you write your lyrics and melody for them, come home, there is a copyright of composition copyright and also a sound recording copyright inside that your own song where you write, where you go record for studio. Now keep in mind, say first of all, producer will create in composition and in sound recording, that now in property. You now on your own as a songwriter, you suppose create your own property for house. Naturally, now so a day in the 80s, 90s, or the before. You guys create your property from your house, then come studio. But waiting I later come to realize for this thing why I talk now, be say some people still reach out to me, tell me, say, a couple of guys reach out to me, send me, songs. One person reach out, say, just compose them. But it don't really be the R&B type of thing that I like. So, just pen them for a while. But lots of other people will reach out, waiting then they demand for now still a beat. So if you now as a songwriter no fit create a song, a full song from your own head without depending on a beat, which it's not bad though, but you depend on a beat to create your own property. So why, at what point do you now begin to feel like the producer will, create those melodies where go actually influence or inspire you to create your own property? At what point you come begin to feel like, say, the producer no get rights to publishing? Because now where the roots of the matter be that. So you depend on another person's property to create your own intellectual property. But then you feel like, say, because I don't give them 20,000 naira, I get control. I feel sit down on top that your own property, and then now where the matter come start to get kill leg be that. So now why I threw out the challenge, and to some extent it even surprised me, say a lot of people actually are willing to sell off something for 10K. I don't get that kind mind. I really don't get that kind mind. I write song for you give me 10K, no problem. I get this belief, say song will no blow this year where you release in 2023, no blow this year. If you blow in the year 2028, God keep you alive. God keep us alive. If you be saying that year 2028, He will begin to give you money. And to some extent, we don't even see so many of these things because too many technologies will still help music discovery. They come. TikTok, a lot of people benefit from 2020, the lockdown for TikTok. You understand? TikTok exposed a lot of people. It put a lot of people for map. You understand? Even songs where they don't release like years ago, still later reblow on TikTok. Those are new discovery. Songs where we say we don't feel like say we no send again. We can't start to send them for 2020. So it still get brand new lots of new discovery ways we go come out later on. So and then I think some other people also they feel like say maybe more inspiration they did. My brother, if he choke, you get some kind of things will go happen to you in the next 2-3 months where you don't even expect. All those inspiration where you feel like say you see there your head, you go just slow down, crush die. Go ask them. If he choke for you, what's I try talk now be saying value everything where you create that is originally yours. Not take them for granted. You understand? That thing where I talk about buying your song, my brother, I get lots of riff for my laptop. We say if I begin to bring out now, I not necessarily won't buy anybody's song. I actually just throw them out there because I actually want to see how people go respond to them. And they're very, very. I want us, honestly, I want everybody to get him. Afrobeat don't do on the map now, the world map. Afrobeat, the Nigerian as per musician, as a song. You being a songwriter and being a Nigerian, it on the map now. So no be about the fraud or Yahoo thing now. We talk about legit Afrobeat songwriter. You as a songwriter and you be Nigerian. My brother. No. value the intellectual property you create. I know say things choke for everybody hard. Even me going with the talk self to buy for yourself na wahala. But waiting at the try let you know be say take your time to understand and create ways on how to sell yourself. They in a rush if you like, sha, but I could say take things slow. She understand my point. No feel like say, oh, if you release song now, if you no blow within the next 3 months, that's the end of the song. No, that song still there. You still get value. Say composition can live for as long as I dey alive. I don't talk this thing for this place before. The composition where you get copyright to feed live as long as you dey alive. But the moment you die, that composition gets up to 50 years now before you go enter public domain. Depending on the law of your country. So I don't know, maybe Nigeria now, maybe 50 years. So what do they mean now? I dey in my late 30s now. If I die when I dey 80 years, anything where I compose now, I still get copyright to them. So maybe in the next 2030 or 2040, one of my songs later blow. Now me go fit still chop the money. Maybe I come die later when I dey 80 years. The moment I die that 80 years, that song get at least 50 years to generate money for me, my next of kins, to chop money from before that composition go enter public domain. That's for the composition. So what do you mean be say, even if I compose song now, most of these songs, you get a lot of people will say that they sample old songs these days. Now what do you mean? The person will compose them will still dey chop money. You understand? So if we start to talk this matter too long, but the point, what I get to understand is that a lot of you songwriters will be say, una depend on another person property to influence on our own writing. You know if you write your song yourself, but then you can't still they feel like say producer will actually make beats will influence what you want write, no get publishing royalties. Now waiting they scatter my head. So all of us need to understand and get the knowledge of this thing, so that if we want to do business, we do them like business-minded people. No be like greedy people or weary people. She understand my point. So my own personal advice is it's best you build a relationship with a producer. A very nice relationship. Not be greedy relationship. Nice relationship. I don't talk on before and I still maintain my word. Producer get much more in these days of streaming and internet. Producer get much more advantage. Producer get much more advantage than you as a songwriter. And I still stand with it. Producer fit knock beat now, put them out. You as a songwriter, now you go. You know go even tell you write anything on them. You go see them, you go on write on them. Producer fit releasing beats for streaming platforms and they collect streaming money. You now, as a songwriter, you write your song. You could definitely depend on that beat to take your right song. So you see, say you get more advantage because if you do anything with in beat and dancers we come dance to only in beat without lyrics on it, nobody go dance to your acapella. Clear. So now here we go end this very matter for today. I still wait for comment session.